Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the third lesson of Unit 8. My paper looks a little different than yours, but that's okay, alright? We're still learning the same thing. Because I have more time at home, so I revised some of my lesson. Again, I printed this out before the school shut down, okay? So that's why my paper looks a little different, but don't worry about it. Your homework should also be on Delta Math, so make sure that you do Delta Math all the time, okay? Just go back and check if there's any new assignments. Again, in the background music, I have the music that you guys recommended, that you guys liked a lot. So in the background, we have Bad Bunny. Okay. Again, I'm still sad, okay? I filmed it on the same day, so it was the same day I filmed lesson 1, 2, and today's lesson, which is lesson 3. Okay, so let's get to it. So yesterday, we learned about central angle. It's when the vertex is at the center, so we call it central angle. Today, we're going to learn something called inscribed angle. So this is another vocabulary. Okay, so inscribed angle, it's no longer at the center. The vertex is no longer at the center. With that being said, that means the vertex is going to be on the circle. So this might be the first example that we might see. So I'm going to call this C, I'm going to call this A, and I'm going to call this B. Again, this is angle ACB, so angle, but we're talking about arcs and angles. So just like yesterday, I'm going to call this arc AB, okay? And this is one type of angles, inscribed angles that you might see. And another type of inscribed angle you might see is something like this, okay? Again, vertex is not at the center, so that's why it's inscribed. It's on the circle. So again, I'm going to name this C, this A, and this is B. So let's look at the difference between these two examples. Obviously, angle ACB, this is acute angle, meaning that it's less than 90 degrees. Second example, I have angle ACB, greater than 90, so we call it obtuse angle. But let's look at the arc. Now, arc AB is this big one right here. Some people might say, Miss A, why isn't it the other way around? Right? Because if you talk about arc AB, it could be this way or this way. That's a very good question. So let's extend my lines. Right? Let's extend a little bit. Since we're focusing, okay, let's see if this works. Since we're focusing on the relationship between the angle, whether it's inscribed or central angle, we're focusing about the angle and the arcs, right? If I extend these two lines, I know that angle ACB, so I'm looking at this angle right here, right? If I extend the lines, the arcs that intersect of those two lines is arc AB. It goes this way, so that's why we're focusing on this arc. That's why it's not the other arc, okay? Now, more advanced of these type of vocabularies, arc representing the curve, right? Arc AB. So that means, how are you going to tell the difference between this arc AB and this arc AB? Because if I have to call them, it's all going to be arc AB, right? Now, if it's look like it's longer, we call it major arc. Or smaller, we call it minor. We really don't talk about this in this unit because there's no trick. Or I don't want to set up any traps in this unit, okay? Because I just want you guys to get used to finding the relationship between the arcs and angle. All right, that's enough babbling. Let's see. going back to central angle. Central angle is going to have the same measurement as arc of that angle because it's at the center. But now our vertex is no longer at the center, it's on the circle. So now what's the relationship between these two? Now, the difference is that the arc is going to be twice as much as the angle. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to write down the formula. I'm going to say it one more time. Arc AB is going to be twice as the angle. Okay, so that means if, okay, so my paper keeps on falling. Okay, so that means if arc AB is 30, arc is always greater than the inscribed angle. So that means if arc AB is 30, then that means angle ACB, the inscribed angle, is going to be 15 because it's half of the arc, or the arc is twice as much as the inscribed angle. Okay, so let's do some practice questions. Let me get my paper. Okay, so let's look at the two examples on the paper. They say that in circle G, right, angle FGH, so this angle right here, it's 70 degrees. I am looking for angle FJH. FJH is this angle right here. So now, G is the center, so that means the 70 degrees representing a central angle because the vertex is at the center. Central angle and arc FH going to be the same. So that means if the central angle is 70, then that means arc FH is also 70. Now, angle J, FJH. So I'm going to draw a little bit for you guys. Okay, so that means right here. Okay, so trying to color code for you guys right here. So let's look at the blue angle, hopefully. Right here. So that means even though these are two different angles, one central, one inscribed angle, they still share the same arc, which is arc FH. So now, this is inscribed angle. So remember how I said that the arc is always twice as the inscribed angle? So that means FH, arc FH, is going to be twice of the inscribed angle, which is FJH. So that means since arc FH is 70, it's equal to twice of the angle FJH. I'm going to as x. Okay, so 70 is equal to 2x divided by 2 divided by 2. X is equal to what? 35 degrees. So that means angle FJH is going to be 35 degrees. Okay. Let's look at the next example. Again, these examples, if you understand one of them, the concept is the same thing, okay? So angle ADC. So angle ADC. So this inscribed angle right here is labeled as 21 degrees. I'm looking for angle ABC. So let me get a different color ink. Okay, gotta make it pretty. ABC. So now we're looking at this angle right here. Okay, so let's extend the lines again. I left all my markers at school, so this is the only marker I have at home. Okay, so which is orange. Hope you guys like orange. So if I extend the lines of my inscribed angle, we're going to see that it has to do with the arc AC, right? So now, arc is twice of the inscribed angle. So that means I need to find out AC is going to be twice as the inscribed angle, so that means it's 2 times 21. It's going to be equal to 42 degrees. So that means the arc AC is labeled as 42 degrees. Now, central angle and this inscribed angle intersect using the same arc. So that means if arc AC is 42 degrees, central angle is going to have the same measurement. So that means angle ABC is also going to be 42 degrees. Okay, so that's the end of today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one.